So I had a bit of a disaster. Let me tell you a little bit about that. I had built that kelp farm and it was working, it was producing, just not enough to satisfy me. I needed a lot of kelp to make blocks, to fill up my furnaces, for fuel, for other things, and I wanted to have a whole stash sort of in standby. And it just wasn't producing the way I thought, the way I wanted it to. Now I thought, I could put in some dispensers with some bone meal, but then you got to make the bone meal. You got to make a farm to make the bone meal. It's a never-ending cycle. So I thought, what can I do otherwise? And I thought, I'm going to make it bigger. I'm going to make the kelp farm as it is, but larger. So it'll produce more with each ka-chunk. And this is where I came into this cave and I started digging out because I thought I'll just put it along this wall here. And you see, I've got some smooth stone here that I was using to patch it up because there are aquifers all around us. Every time I had to dig into an aquifer and patch it, I used smooth stone, as you can see back there. Now, let me show you a little bit here. Yeah, there was a big one. Hello? But there was a huge aquifer back there. And I'll probably show you some replay footage of this because, it's not traumatizing at all. I dug through and I kept hitting the aquifer as the further I got down. I wanted to see, did the aquifer come behind this wall? What was there? So I opened up a couple of holes, pretty much those right there. I just swam right in. I wanted to take a look and swim around, see how far it went. And silly me, I didn't pay attention to how much oxygen I had. I didn't have aqua affinity. I didn't have any water breathing potion. I just was swimming around, la-di-da, and then I started to drown. And by that time, panicking, I couldn't find my way back in. And I died, basically. I died in a silly, rather embarrassing way with all of my gear. So I immediately got up, ran back here, went straight back into the aquifer and started looking around. Again, no gear on, nothing, and just swimming around. And I think at that trip, I found my chest plate and my diamond pants. And that was it. And then I drowned again. Immediately went back to respawn there, ran right back a second time, got my chest plate and my pants again because it was kind of new where they were and immediately came back out, dropped them off into the chest by the bed and went up to the house where... Shush you, I'm talking. How rude. Ran up to the house where I had a potion of water breathing stashed away, brought that back, took a big swig of that, and I swam around for quite a while. And I got a stack of cobblestone and a stack of dirt, and that was it. Yeah. All that gear. I got to tell you, I was a little distraught. I was angry. I was frustrated. I felt embarrassed, even though nobody had seen it at this point. Except myself. Sometimes, that's enough. I was very disappointed in myself for doing such a silly thing. All that gear, man. I worked hard to get that gear. I was upset. Yeah. And it's all your fault. Thanks for acknowledging my pain, Kelp Farm. At that point, I logged out. And I'm thinking to myself, why am I doing this? What am I getting out of this Let's Play series? What am I getting out of doing these videos? Why don't I do something a little bit more rewarding, a little bit more satisfying? Forgetting, of course, in the moment that I find this incredibly rewarding and very satisfying. Rewarding creatively, mostly because that's what I like. I'm a creative person. Yeah, I forgot all about that. I was just thinking I don't want to do this. So I took a day off. I sat around on the next day, ate some bad food, watched some fairly decent TV. Shogun. Have you seen Shogun yet? It's pretty good. And then the day after that, I happened to listen to an Imp and Skiz podcast. And if you haven't heard them yet, Impulse and Skizzleman, two guys from Hermitcraft, but they've been best friends for years and they've got this podcast and it's really good. Go check them out on Spotify or wherever you find your finest podcasts. This one was about impatience. And the opening, Skizzleman was talking about his entrance into Hermitcraft and how that worked for him and the things that happened during that. And I'll let you listen to it. But I gotta tell you, he was reflecting a lot of the feelings that I was having. The disappointment in yourself, the frustration at circumstances surrounding you. I identified a lot with that. And it reminded me of a principle I've held dear for a very long time. You cannot, you should not, you absolutely must not make life-altering decisions in a moment of high, great emotion, especially anger or frustration or any of those negative emotions, because you'll make a mistake almost every time. It'll be the wrong decision. Give it a time. Wait till your brains come back to you, and then think about it. And that's what I did. I love doing these videos. I think they're great. I don't care how many people watch them. I don't care how many subscribers I got. As of this recording, I've got 24. I think that's cool. Hi guys, how you doing? So what I decided to do, take this as a lesson, a learning opportunity, and I'm going to do a challenge. You're going to come with me. I'm challenging myself to get my gear back, get back to the level I was at with gear or something equal to it, because I probably won't get Bane of Arthropods again on the sword. It kind of makes it a one-trick pony, doesn't it? We get back my gear as good as it was, maybe better, and that's my challenge today. I'm not going to say by when, and I'm going to do it by the end of this episode. And, to be honest with you, that might take a week in real time, but I'm going to do it. And you know what else I'm going to do? Once I get there, let me show you. Once I'm successful in that challenge and I get myself back to that level with all that gear, and not only with all that gear, but with the new knowledge of how not to lose it. Once I do that, I'm going to come back here to my wall of goals and I am going to check one of these off. Let me show you which one. It's going to be this one. Proficiency is about feeling comfortable in your skills in a particular way, doing a particular thing. And then when I get my other gear sorted out, I think I can check this off. What do you think? You up for a challenge? Me too. I was thinking that rather than try to get to an equal level of enchantment with my tools, I thought, what if I actually went past that? What if I made my goal to do better, to get, uber armor, uber tools, all the best things that I would want on tools, on armor, and just go for it. That's going to be my goal. Not to make my tools, my armor exactly what they were before or equally as good, but to be the best they possibly can. That's what I'm going to try. So first of all, let's make some signs and set our goals. Let's see. First of all, let's start with some basic stuff like, there we go. All tools with bending, efficiency, and unbreaking. Yeah, that sounds good. There we go. All armor with unbreaking, mending, and protection 4. There may be others, but right now, that's a good goal to go for. Yeah, that sounds good. A shield with mending and unbreaking. Why not? Why not? Now, yeah, I could go with Frostwalker instead of Deathstrider, but I kind of want Deathstrider more because I want to be able to work underwater. That sounds good. What else can I do? I think there's going to be more, so I'm going to leave that one blank right now, but I'm pretty sure that's a good start. I will consult the wiki one more time just to double check, and if there are changes to be made, I will certainly update my list. But right now, that's a good start. And to begin with, the first thing I'm going to have to do is build up my level. So back to the spider farm. See you there. All right, that's pretty good. We've got 40 XP. That's a good start, and we'll probably come back for more later. But I tell you, just getting this 40 was, oh my gosh, what a chore. Hi, little fella. Hi. Yeah, so, another one. Excuse me, I'm trying to talk here. Now I think I'm going to go gather some emeralds because I got to gather mending books. Got to gather a bunch of them. So rather than do it higgledy-piggledy, one here, one there, I'm going to try to get everything all at once and get them together. But to do that, because I don't have enough, I'll tell you that right now. Even without looking, I know that. I think I've got to go make a list of what each villager wants. Because I've got an idea, like the Fletcher needs string and sticks, and the librarians love their paper. Excuse me. Thank you. So yeah, let's go do that. Let's see. Librarian. Okay, librarian number 2. Paper, ink sacks. Okay, pretty much the same. Armorer. Coal. Okay. All right. Thank you, sir. The cleric, zombie, and gold. Thank you, sir. I hope you are enjoying your new brewing stand. Leatherworker. Flint. Oh, I can get a lot of flint. Farmer? Oh, that's as easy. Wheat and carrots. We already know that, but I'm going to write it down anyway. Anything else? Ooh, melons. Melons I can do. Fletcher. Yeah, I don't know if that's worth making them, but let's put it down anyway. Fisherman. I am not sure why he needs coal, though. You do you, man. Toolsmith. Nothing. Mason. Cartographer. More paper. The weaponsmith also wants coal. So, string and carrots. Wheat, of course. Melons, which is a new one. Flint, yeah. Now that I know what they take, what I need to gather, I'm going to go out and I'm going to gather a bunch of stuff together and I'm going to trade them. Let's do a little bit of math. 34 emeralds for a mending book. Let's see, 68, 102. I think I'm going to do a little bit of math, and it may take a while because math scares me. So I'll be right back. Okay, so this is what I figured out after doing lots of math and physics and stuff. At 34 emeralds per mending book, which is highway robbery if you ask me, I'm going to need about 340 emeralds. So that's going to be, let's see, about five and a half stacks, 5.4 to be exact. Round the 3, carry the 1, calculate pi to the 7th decimal point. I need 340 emeralds. We better get to work. And just to make things interesting, I think I might go, try to gather flint. Because why not? Let's see if I can do it with flint. Yeah, that'll never happen, but I want to try to get as much flint as I can. And I like collecting gravel because gravel is actually pretty useful. So let's do that. Let's go down in the mines and see what I can get. Well, that was a bit of a non-starter. Trying to mine flint or trying to farm flint by simply mining gravel didn't seem to work out that well. I didn't get all that much. And I actually figured out that, actually I didn't figure it out. I looked it up, Minecraft Wiki for the win, that with an unenchanted tool, whether that be, a shovel or a pickaxe or your bare fist, you have about a 10% chance to get flint. 10%. I got some. It wasn't nearly enough to justify the effort. But also in that Wikipedia article, it said that with the Fortune 3 tool, shovel, I'm going to say shovel, Fortune 3 shovel, 100% flint every time. Now, people might wonder, why would you need that? Well, here's a perfect example. I need to farm it so I can trade it for emeralds to get a lot of emeralds so I can, continue forward. But here's the thing. I hadn't planned on doing any enchantments until I was prepared to do them all. I was going to wait till later, and I was going to gather all my emeralds, get all my mending books, all the books I needed, but I kind of think of this as an investment in my future. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go get a mending book and a Fortune 3 book at my librarian. So I might just spend a few emeralds, get that, do that enchanting now, and gather as many, and we'll call that part of my going beyond what I had before the unfortunate drowning incident. So let's do that. Hi-ho, Brubeck. Away! Okay. I think I'm going to need a couple of those. I think it's about 34 emeralds per book. So I'm going to grab... Oh, I need a book. I forgot. All right, there we go. That's now I can do it. Now let's try it. Yay, one mending book. And Fortune 3. It's 38. My gosh, that's highway robbery. Nice doing business with you. What a ripoff, I gotta tell you. That's just grumble, groan. All right, I'm gonna try Unbreaking 3. That's pretty good. You know what? I might just do that. Oh, inefficiency. That's lovely. All right, I gotta take it. Here we go. I'm gonna put you there. That's pretty good. Efficiency 4 and Unbreaking 3. I wanted Unbreaking 3. Efficiency is just handy. So let's put my Fortune 3. 6, okay. Take it. Put it back here. Mending 3, okay. And there we go. Efficiency 4, Unbreaking 3, Fortune 3, and Mending. That is a flint farming machine if ever I saw one. All right, let's go get some flint. So here we go. That Fortune 3 enchantment that I put on the shovel really made a difference. I got so much flint. Look at that. Ka-ching, baby. Ka-ching. I had been aiming at 5.5 stacks of emeralds. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.5, and a little bit. So yeah, that was not a bad investment. I made it up and then some. Got enough emeralds to get all my mending books and a couple of Fortune 3 books. I also need to go and get that infinity bow. I'm going to do some fishing. If I can't get it by fishing, I'm going to experiment on the enchanting table. Right now, though, I think I'm going to go fishing. Want to go fishing? Let's go fishing. Hi there. Okay, let's figure out where we're at. Silk Touch and Fortune Pit. Nope. All tools with mending. Nope. And Unbreaking. Nope. Not yet. Helmet with Aqua Affinity and Respiration. Let me just check my Aqua Affinity. Nope. All armor with Unbreaking, Mending, Protection 4. And nope. 2 Infinity Bows with Power 4. 1 with... Nope. Shield with Mending and Unbreaking. That's a big negatory. Boots with Feather Falling 4 and Depth Strider. Let's just double check that. Feather Falling 3. Not even close. According to the board, we don't have anything. But let's take a look at what we do got. We're up to 49 levels, as you can see below my feet there. We do have enough emeralds now. I have amassed quite a bit of emeralds. We got enough for all the mending books we need. That's a little hot there. Hot seat. They do sell Fortune 3, so I can get mending, all the mending books I need, plus Fortune, which will be helpful for my tool, because I think that's on all tools with mending, efficiency, unbreaking. Yeah, that'll be very handy. So I've got enough emeralds to at least get all the mending and most of everything else. I also went fishing for quite a while. I do have an infinity bow and a couple of interesting books that I managed to dredge up. Let's go take a look at those. Hi, Moose. Want a cod? Okay, Moose doesn't like fish. Noted. I have piercing 4 and efficiency 4. That can be very handy. Power 3 and efficiency 3. Again, very handy. I'm not sure if I want to use that on my bow or not. We'll figure that out. Protection 3. Going to use that. If I can get another protection 3 or something enchanted with protection 3, I can upgrade a protection 4 using this. Sharpness 3. That might come in handy to bring this up. Nope, can't use it there. Maybe my axe. So anyway, we're going to leave that. We've got a fortune 3 pickaxe again. Very handy. The power 4. That might come in handy on my bows. We'll see. Bane of Arthropods, I'm done with that. Loyalty 3. Now that's good for tridents. I'm going to put one aside because I'm going to see if I can get a trident. One of these days, I'm going to see if I can get a trident. Not today. Not today. Protection 3. Respiration 3. There's my respiration enchantment for my helmet. That's definitely going on, as well as the protection. Efficiency 3 and power 3. Again, we've got another efficiency 3, so I can get an efficiency 4. Do they make efficiency? I'm going to have to look that up. Power 4 and efficiency 4. Yeah, they do make efficiency 4. So I can combine this with one of there. Where are you? This and get yeah, that could be power 3 and efficiency 3. Efficiency 3 and power 3. So I can combine this one with this one and let's see what happens. Power 4, efficiency 4. Enchantment cost 8. Using the, I'm discovering that using the anvil is kind of expensive. But anyway, that's why I'm going to take all of these. We're going to take them all down. We're going to take a bunch of this. We're going to take a bunch of books. I'm going to take a couple of chests. What else do we got? We're taking a diamond pickaxe. Curse of Vanishing. You're going to need that, boy, not. Where is my... Power 4, Blanking Frame Infinity. There it is. We're going to take you down. That's a really good bow. I like that bow. I want it to be in better shape. So we're going to take this one and possibly repair it. I may not yet be efficient, or rather proficient at enchanting. I'm getting better though. And even at the end of this episode, I'm not sure I can call myself proficient. But anyway, we're going to go down to the spider farm and we're going to do our enchantment experimenting there so I can, bump up a few levels as needed, when needed, because I'm going to need it. All right. I'll see you down there. Let's do a little experimenting, shall we? That's one poor little skeleton. Experimenting time. Hey, look at that. Protection 3 and Unbreaking 3. I'll take that. Protection 3, I'll take it. All right, let's get which one are we going to use? Power 3, efficiency 3. That one we're definitely going to use. Power 4, efficiency 4. That one we're definitely keep. Piercing 5, efficiency 5. Yeah, we'll keep that one. I don't know what I'm going to do. Of course, we're going to keep it. Power 4, protection 3, fortune 3, efficiency 3, and power 2, protection 3, respiration. That's definitely going on my thing. Loyalty 3, we're putting you down there. Sharpness 3. Back to it. Ooh, efficiency 4. I'll take it. Sharpness 3. Yeah. I don't know. Sharpness 3, fortune 2. I gotta think on that for a little bit. Piercing 4. Oh, don't like that. The principles of experimenting on an enchantment table have to do with basically throwing a book in, seeing what comes. If anything interesting pops up, you take it. If not, you do a low-level enchantment and then just disenchant it. That will re-roll the enchantment table, so to speak, so some new enchantments come up and you can try again. I thought I had another pickaxe somewhere. If I had another... let me go see if I have another pickaxe. Because sometimes if you put in an actual tool that you want to enchant that isn't pre-enchanted, something other than what's on the book will show up. So let me just take a peek. I'm a silly boy. Efficiency 3 on that. Well, that's all I got, but, there you go. All right. We'll take that. Put you there. I got to go back down to the spider farm and say hello to those little fellas.
Swagger down the street with your red lips and funky beat. You better hold your head up to the sky. I'm gonna roll with you till the day I die.
I was watching a video the other day on YouTube. It had a title that said something like, oh gosh. It said something like, if you're bored of Minecraft, try these 6 things, or 6 things to do when you're bored of Minecraft, something like that. I can't remember exactly, but it was interesting, so I thought I'd take a peek. I only got about halfway through it. Now, the problem was, I'm not bored of Minecraft. I'm really not. When I started this video, I had, oh gosh, I can't remember how many subscribers, 24, 25, 29? At this point in the recording, which is a fair bit of time past that, I've got 35. Yay me! Woo! Hey, Brubeck, how you doing, buddy? Oh, I don't have any. Do you want a spider? You don't spider's eye? No, you're not a big fan of those. Okay, I don't blame you. Anyway, I had at the beginning of this video with my 24, 25, or 29 subscribers. I'll figure that out later. I was looking at. I didn't want to be here. I had a hard time. I had a very hard time because of a mistake that I made. And I knew I couldn't make a decision to leave or stop the series just because of that. I really enjoy this. I find this stuff really challenging. I find everything. Oh, hello. Well, my kelp farm's working. I find it really challenging. I enjoy it. So I knew I couldn't stop. So I made that challenge to myself, and you all remember that. So, yeah. So I wasn't bored. I stopped watching the video. Now, let's take a little look at the board, and we'll see how I'm doing. Silk Touch and Fortune Pickaxe, done. All tools with mending, efficiency, and unbreaking, done. And this had been just a mistake, but emphasis on unbreaking, done. Helmet with Aqua Affinity and Respiration, done. All armor with unbreaking, mending, protection 4, done. Everything has unbreaking, which is pretty cool. 2 infinity bows with power 4, 1 with flame, done. And there's a story behind those bows too. I'll get to you that in a second. Shield with mending and unbreaking. Who does that? Me, that's who. Boots with feather falling 4 and depth strider. Interesting story here, but I'm gonna call that done with a caveat. So doing this challenge, I learned a lot about enchanting, and that, that makes me feel pretty proficient now, because I spent a lot of time using the enchanting table, experimenting with books. What I discovered on my own was that re-rolling the enchanting table just with books doesn't always work. If you want, say, a Silk Touch enchantment for a pickaxe, try re-rolling it with a pickaxe. I did that after probably a couple of days of using books. I threw in a couple of pickaxes, rotated that around a couple of times, and I had Silk Touch within minutes. Right, let me show you what I got here. My helmet, Aqua Affinity, Protection 4, Respiration 3, Mending, Unbreaking 3. Chestplate, same thing, mending and unbreaking 3, most fourth, protection 4, leggings, boots. Now, let me tell you a little bit about my boots. I've got 2 pairs. This is another thing I learned while doing the enchantment, and I didn't know this before. You probably did. Forgive me for being a little unknowledgeable. I almost said the S word. Don't ever say the S word about yourself. It's not cool, man. Running something through the anvil, you can only do it about 6 times before it gets way too expensive. So, yeah, that happened with my boots. These were my original boots right here. Feather Falling 4 and Unbreaking 3 and Protection 4, which is all the things I wanted. I also wanted Depth Strider, which I couldn't get because I threw in a pair of diamond boots. I found Depth Strider, also had Fire Protection 4. I put on the other ones myself, but I couldn't combine them. It was just way too expensive and the anvil wouldn't let me. So I decided, well, I'll just have 2 sets of boots. I realized I've got 2 infinity bows. This one, which I quite like, and another one, which just has, I think, infinity and I think power 1 and unbreaking 3. But I realized you can only repair it so much. It doesn't last forever. Infinity bows don't. So what I did was I also made a 3rd bow. This one has mending on it, and I'm going to work that one up a little bit. Now, because this one I couldn't use gold boots, I got a golden helmet and Fire Protection 4 and Unbreaking 3. Now, hopefully those are the 2 Fire Protection 4s will work together, and I will be relatively more protected, shall we say, in the nether than I have been otherwise. So let's just grab this. And I'm all ready to go. But this challenge was completely successful, and then some. I came out of that total disaster much better than I was before, and I learned a lot of things. So, one more thing to do before this is over. My wall of goals, you'll all remember this. I hope. Still need to get glow squid ink, and I think I know where, and I'm going to get it, I promise. But yeah, my wall of goals. And this one is done. Yeah. I'm pretty stoked about that. Anyway, thanks for bearing with me on this journey this week. I apologize if it's been a little long. If I've yada to it a little bit too much. I do that sometimes, but it was important to me to get this done, and I'm glad that I did. It took a lot longer than I expected, but here I am on the other side, and that means something. That's important to recognize when you make that kind of achievement. If you do that in your life, take a moment and congratulate yourself, because it's important to do that. All right, I'll see you next time. Bye.